Dear students, in our last class, we learned about oxidation and reduction reactions. So, oxidation is the process in which a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen. Reduction is just the opposite of oxidation. So, we can define reduction as the process in which a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen. Next, we will be learning about some common effects of oxidation reactions from our daily life. That is about corrosion and rancidity. So come, let's see. Have you observed the effects of oxidation reactions in everyday life? Corrosion. You must have observed that iron articles are shiny when new, but get coated with a reddish brown powder when left for some time. This process is commonly known as rusting of iron. Some other metals also get tarnished in this manner. Have you noticed the color of the coating formed on copper and silver? When a metal is attacked by substances around it such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to corrode, and this process is called corrosion. The black coating on silver and the green coating on copper are other examples of corrosion. So we know that when iron articles without any protective layer are left in the open, then the atoms of iron present on the surface of the object react with moist air, that is, water vapor and oxygen present in the air, to form a compound which appears as a reddish brown powder on the surface of the object. So we call this reddish brown powder as rust. Chemically, rust is hydrated iron oxide, that is Fe2O3.XH2O. Here X stands for a number of water molecules called water of crystallization, and the compounds which contain water of crystallization are called hydrated compounds. So hydrated iron oxide is rust, the reddish brown color substance which is formed over rusted iron. Some other metals also get tarnished in this manner. Have you noticed the color of the coating formed on copper and silver? When a metal is attacked by substances around it such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to corrode, and this process is called corrosion. The black coating on silver and the green coating on copper are other examples of corrosion. So when silver objects undergo corrosion, its surface turns black due to formation of a compound called silver sulfide, Ag2S. Usually silver undergoes corrosion when there is a lot of air pollution, burning of fossil fuels like coal, etc. Again, when copper articles undergo corrosion, then a green color compound is formed on its surface. The green color substance which is formed on the surface of copper articles is basic cupric carbonate, that is CuCO3. Corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railings, ships, and to all objects made of metals, especially those of iron. Corrosion of iron is a serious problem. Every year, an enormous amount of money is spent to replace damaged iron. You will learn more about corrosion in chapter 3, where there is a chapter on metals. Topic is rancidity. So the food items containing oils and fats like butter, and food items which are cooked in oils and fats like namkeens and coconut laddus, when they are not stored properly, then the oils and fats present in the food items, they undergo oxidation to form compounds which give a bad taste, and the smell also changes. So this process is called rancidity. Thus, rancidity is the process in which fats and oils present in food items, they undergo oxidation to produce compounds that change the taste and smell of the food. So come, let's see. Rancidity. Have you ever tasted or smelled the fat, oil containing food materials left for a long time? When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. Usually, substances which prevent oxidation, called antioxidants, are added to foods containing fats and oil. Keeping food in airtight containers helps to slow down oxidation. Do you know that chips manufacturers usually flush bags of chips with gas such as nitrogen to prevent the chips from getting oxidized? So it is found that if food items are not stored properly, then it is likely that their taste becomes bad, right? So it is found that especially what is rancidity? That rancidity is the process in which the fats and oils present in the food get oxidized, which changes their smell and taste. So in order to prevent the spoilage of such foods, what can be done? Here some steps are mentioned. Number 1, usually substances called antioxidants are added to food which can prevent their oxidation. Number 2, keeping food in airtight containers. So it is always good to store food in airtight containers. So if it is stored in airtight containers, then it can prevent oxidation of the food substance to an extent. It is also mentioned here that the chips manufacturers usually flush bags of chips with a gas such as nitrogen. So why nitrogen gas is used to do the job? It is because nitrogen is a chemically very less reactive gas. So when it is put inside the chips packets, it prevents the oxidation of the oils and fats present in the chips. I hope you have understood it. In our next video, we will be discussing the question answers of these exercises. Thank you.